All right, folks, I am here with the one and only. Poured Mickey Mantle his first drink. Pops. That's just the name, Pops. So you guys sent me a lot of questions, so we're going to go ahead and start answering on this beautiful July 4th, as the Yankees are right now leading the Rays 2-1 in the top of the 4th. So we'll get going quickly here. Frankie Latz, my good friend Frankie Latz on Twitter asked, this is one that a lot of people ask, so we'll probably skip a lot of those questions that was thrown my way. Who realistically, do you see the Yankees acquiring?
That's a tough one. Maybe Madison Bumgarner, maybe. That's a tough one. Scherzer's out of the question.
Because of their winning.
Yeah, because they're winning. They're starting to get better. I don't know, really.
Let me ask you a question then. With a guy like Bumgarner, the Yankees already said they probably wouldn't trade Frazier for a rental, which he would be at the moment, unless he wanted an extension beforehand. Would you do a trade like that if it involved Frazier?
I don't know. I probably would. I'll tell you why. You know, he's not a good outfielder, number one. And I don't know his attitude. I don't know if it fits in with the Yankees organization.
I agree.
Because the first half, he did have a good first half. And when they sent him down, I would tell you the truth, I was kind of surprised. Because he did have good numbers. So there has to be some reason why they sent him back down. Besides.
And he's not up now with Stanton being hurt.
Yeah, and then they didn't even bring him back up now with Stanton, which I thought they would bring him back up, which they didn't.
Yep. So Bumgarner's the guy, you think?
I think that.
And question for you, because a lot of people ask me this question, so I'll get your opinion on it. Do you also believe that he could be the guy that is a lot like how Verlander was to Houston? He could really just revamp who he was again and just continue to dominate and get even better.
I don't know if he's that good of a pitcher, but I think a move would be very good for him for his career right now.
Well, he is one of the greatest postseason pitchers of all time.
Yeah, but I think he does. He should get out of San Francisco. Really.
Okay, fair enough. I agree. All right, next question from Yankees fan 9925. This is going to be a fun one. What is your honest opinion of Giancarlo Stanton?
A bum. Guy gets hurt too much too much. I mean, you're trying to tell me all these injuries, he can't play through some of them? That they keep on putting him on the disabled list? No. Something very wrong here.
So the guy scraped his knee. Apparently it's a strain, a sprain, something like that.
And he's out for a month.
And he's out for a month. And the guy got probably the most in-shape player you'll find in baseball.
Well,
and he's always injured. So maybe that has something to do with it. Who knows?
I don't know. I find it very odd that he's always hurt. And it's always a long period of time. It's not like an injury that's a 10-day and he comes right back. Now it's a month.
Right.
He didn't look like he was injured when he walked off the field or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Looked pretty good when he walked off the field.
So,
matter of fact, he played 2 innings after that.
Yeah. And then apparently it got worse or something, and now he's out for a month, they're saying. So we'll see what happens there with him. And how many more years? What did the Yankees got him for? Another 9 years?
Something like that.
So that's going to be interesting. All right, so the next one is from Derek. How do the Yankees address the rotation now? We already said that you think it's possible if they get somebody, it might be Bumgarner. But what do you think they do other than that to address the rotation? Whether it's calling somebody up, do you think Herman can keep doing good? Is Severino coming back? Is Montgomery going to make some starts maybe in September?
I think the Yankees have to go out of the organization and try to pick up someone from another team, a good pitcher, and they got to give up somebody. They have to give up somebody because, in my opinion, they're not going to win with this rotation. They're not going to go against Houston with this rotation.
I agree.
Or starting pitchers.
I agree.
They have to. And now, if Severino comes back, there's no guarantee he's going to be the number one pitcher again.
Right. And then this kind of goes right into the next question. Cooper says, do you still think the Yankees could win the World Series this year?
I think they could win it. I still think they could win it. But I still think they have to get a starting pitcher.
If they don't get any, if Cashman does this thing where he picks up maybe let's say a Rourke or somebody like that, a lower level acquisition, nothing too big, nothing too great, maybe let's just say a Stroman or just a Boyd. Is that good enough to get over the top?
Marcus Stroman might be good for this team. Because I'm going to tell you why. He pitched for Toronto a long time. He's not a bad pitcher. He's a good pitcher. He's another one that needs a move. He needs to go somewhere else. Personally, if I was the Yankees, I don't think he would cost too much. I would go after him.
Well, he probably cost you Frazier, but you control him for multiple years too, so it'll be worth it.
I would go with Stroman. I like Stroman. I liked him. And if you notice, he improved himself over the past 2 years.
Right.
He's not just a guy that gives up home runs now. He's keeping the ball on the park.
Ground ball rate's gone up a lot too. So Stroman's another guy you would consider. But do you think Stroman's the type of guy? Okay, because this is always a common question. If you had to choose between one of the two to help the Yankees win the World Series now, Stroman or Bumgarner, who would be the guy you go with? Stroman's never really had it in the postseason. Not like Bumgarner has. Way more experience. I agree. Now, in the long run, Stroman probably is the guy you want to keep in a rotation for longer. But I think Bumgarner, if you want to win a World Series, is the guy you try to go after this year. Because I think he gives you the most chance in the postseason. Yes. Especially if he's healthy. All right, so here's another fun one from Robert Ruiz. Robert says, what is your take on Giovanni Urshela?
Very good ball player. I like him. I like him especially on the field on third base. He's an outstanding defender. I watched the game yesterday against the Mets. If it wasn't for him at third, the Mets might have won that game. He made 3 not good plays, outstanding plays.
So you're saying if Andujar was the third baseman yesterday, they'd lose that game?
It would have been a disaster. Yesterday's game with Andujar would have been a disaster.
And you're a fan of Andujar anyway. You like Andujar.
I like Andujar as a hitter, but to play third base, no.
Right.
He can't make a throw and he can't field.
Well, this is interesting because we were talking about this a little earlier. If the Yankees next year, let's just jump ahead a little bit. The Yankees go ahead and they have the opportunity. You know they got Urshela coming. You know they got LeMahieu. Everybody knows how great LeMahieu's been. Gleyber Torres is just getting better. He's 2 years in the majors, 2 years as an all-star. Really got snubbed, but he's finally in there due to an injury. Should have never came to that. But is there room, and does it make sense at this point, for the Yankees to bring back a guy like Didi Gregorius? With all these infielders, including Andujar possibly coming back.
Well, if Andujar comes back, first of all, if he comes back 100% and starts hitting the ball good, that's one thing. But to put him at third base is a liability. And let's face it, the Yankees' great run now is hitting has helped them a lot. But they locked up third base for most of these games where they didn't have a good third baseman in Andujar, which made a lot of errors that led to runs. With Urshela, you're not having that. You're not giving away runs with him at third. If anything, he's helping you shut down rallies. So, as far as keeping Andujar and keeping Didi, I would keep Didi because he is an outstanding fielder. I wouldn't give him $15 million.
So you would play it by your rules, and if he wants to walk, go ahead and walk.
Or Didi?
Yeah.
I would hate to get rid of him because you got to look at it this way. If one of the guys get hurt, if Torres gets hurt, or LeMahieu, or Voit, then you got positions to fill. Voigt's at first, all right, fine. LeMahieu's at third, or could play second, which is great. Torres is great. You can put him at third and second. Urshela's at third. Now, Didi, you need at short. That's all he can play. Now, if you bring Andujar in, it's going to mess up the kettle.
Right.
So what do you do with the odd man?
Yeah.
And if you give up Didi, is it the right move? I don't know. If you give up Andujar and you can get a good pitcher, fine.
Okay, thoughts on this year's All-Star Game and Home Run Derby?
Don't care about the All-Star Game. Don't care about the Home Run Derby.
It's really a lack of it because the one thing I noticed, if you see the players in it, they're really trying to go for the pure youth movement of the home run hitters, like a Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who has no reason to be in a Home Run Derby at all, makes zero sense, is in it. And you got a lot of younger names that we're not used to. I think Voit probably would have been in if he made the All-Stars and was healthy. But guys like Sanchez, guys like Judge, they all said they didn't want to do it because of injury concerns. Judge, we know, got injured from the last time he did it. Sanchez said it didn't help him. So where do you think Major League Baseball goes in the future with these home run derbies? Same route?
The fans like it, but for me, I just don't like it no more. I don't.
So if you're a winning player on a winning team, do you even consider being in it?
No. If you're having a good year, the last thing you want to do is go into a home run derby.
Yeah.
It hurts you. If you think Bobby Abreu 1 year was having a fantastic year with the Yankees first half, won the home run derby, stunk the second half, didn't even show up.
Never had the power
and
again.
He complained he hurt himself doing the home run derby.
Yep.
So it must be something to it.
Yeah. All right, so here's another big one for you. We were talking about this earlier. Tell me your thoughts on DJ LeMahieu. And should he be in the real consideration for MVP?
If I had a vote today, as great as Mike Trout, the season he's having, hands down DJ LeMahieu. Hands down. Number one, he's batting .480 with men on base. Unheard of. That's unheard of. He's batting .480. In the Boston series, that's all he did was get my men on base and drive them in. He did it just the other day again. And MVP means most valuable player on the team, true. But the team should be a contender. If a team's a last place team or next to last place team, honest truth, I can't see him being voted in the MVP because it's what you do for the team. And DJ LeMahieu has put the Yankees, helped them more than any other team. Any other player on any team.
I agree. No doubt about it. So, again, you already said you see the Yankees winning the World Series. Any other thoughts on the team this year that you want to share so far?
Well, I wish they would pick up a starting pitcher. That's my concern.
So that's everybody's concern right now because everybody thinks they can win a World Series.
Is good for 3 innings and that's it. And Happ has been a disaster, really. He had 1 good game, 3 bad games. Paxton, I thought, would be much better acquisition, but he hasn't showed it. So, I mean, they're in trouble. They got to get a starting pitching.
That's
they
it.
Got to get a good starting
Last
pitching.
question I have. What happened to your arm there? You fought a mountain lion?
I was mowing and I scraped my arm against the wall. I fought a mountain lion the other day, which I won, but yesterday, no.
All right, folks. This has been a Q&A with Pops. Again, served Mickey Mantle his first drink many, many years and ages ago. All right. Talk to you guys again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
I put my life up on replay. Fast life, hard times, do that every day. Pick that bitch up, so I call that hoe astray. In my DNA, put my life up on replay. Cats on that lifeline, I give them 9 lives. Fine with me, I'm down to hurt these folks a few times. My Yankee fitted chain bling, then